Good morning, students. So today explain about kinetic theory of the gases. So this is a class 11 intermediate first year. The first topic is molecular nature of the matter. So the first one I will explain some introduction. What is the kinetic theory of the gases? So this kinetic theory of gases is mainly explain the behavior of hypothetical hypothetical ideal gas, especially this kinetic theory of gases explain behavior of the hypothetical ideal gas. And this kinetic theory of gases is explain some properties. What is the properties? Microscopic properties through macroscopic properties. So what is the microscopic properties of the gases? That is pressure, volume, temperature. These parameters is the microscopic properties. So the pressure, volume, temperature of the gas of microscopic properties is explained in terms of the microscopic means. Here the kinetic energy of the particles or molecules and momentum, okay, and speed. So these properties will be explained, especially the kinetic theory of the gases. So here, what is the molecule nature in a matter? Okay, molecule nature in a matter. So one scientist, okay, in the 20th century, okay, in the 20th century. So what is the physics famous scientist Feynman? Okay, Feynman. So it is give one theory. So what is the theory? That is atomic hypothesis. Atomic hypothesis. So according to Feynman or atomic hypothesis theory, all matter all matter is made of atoms, very small particles. It's the indivisible particles, that is called atoms. And these atoms is some attractive force and the repulsive force is having between them. So these two particles is particular distance, some angstrom. It is gives some attractive forces in the nature, and the distance is very close to each other. The repulsive force is acting. So this is the atomic hypothesis concept. And the second theory is explained. What is the second theory? That is, second theory is atomic theory. This is the atomic hypothesis. Okay, so and the atomic theory is proposed by John Dalton. So this scientist John Dalton or atomic theory is explained. He proposed to explain by some laws. Okay, explain some by laws and some definite and multiple proportions, definite and multiple proportions of combined into compound. How to combination of the two atoms? So this atomic theory is explained especially two laws. According to first law of atomic theory, that is a John Dalton is explained. So according to first law, so every compound is consist of a mass, its constitution of particles. Constitutions of particles. Okay, the first law is explain every compound. Let us take for example CO2, one compound. The CO2 is compound, the matter is consist of mass, its constitution of this particle. This is the first law. according to John Dalton. And the second law, he proposed the second law, two elements. This is the first element and this is the second element. So these two elements, okay, these two elements combined are connected, it's give two or more compounds. It's give two or more compounds. It's give two or more compounds. So this is the atomic theory John Dalton. So every gases is having some smallest particle, thin particle, that is atom, and every atom is having masses m1 and m2. According to John Dalton, this masses ratio m by m2 is equal to, always it gives small n. This is small n is equal to integers. Integer value always is a very small. So the ratio of two masses of any gases is combined. It gives some very small integer, that is value of the small n. And the next another scientist is explain the molecular behavior. So what is the scientist? That is the Avogadro scientist. Okay, Avogadro scientist. So according to Avogadro scientist, equal volume of all gases at equal temperature and pressure, have same number of molecules. So according to Avogadro scientist is explain also molecular behavior. So equal volume of all gases equal to some temperature and pressure is equal, the number of molecules will be same. So that is here, let us take, I am taking, this is a two atoms. Okay, this atom is consist of number of molecules. The both are pressure and volume and temperature are equal, the number of molecules are equal. So this is the concept of the Avogadro. Next, second point, the size of atoms. So what is the atomic size? Their atomic size is always measured angstroms. So that is 10 power minus 10 meter. So generally we can taking 1 angstrom. Okay, so in a solids, let us take in a solids. Okay, so I am taking one solid. The solid is consist of atoms. So these atoms, what is the size of the atom? The size of atoms is a few angstrom. Let us take 2 angstrom. Few angstrom. And this atom is a tightly bounded to the nucleus. So this is our nucleus. Their atoms is always tightly bounded in a solids. And in a liquids, what is the size of the atoms or molecules? Also approximately same, that is a 2 angstrom. But what is the difference between solids and liquids? These atoms do not closely packed to the nucleus. So inside of the object, their atoms is not closely, it is some freely moving. Okay, it is a moving, very small amount of the force is given to the atoms, it is freely moving. So therefore the liquid is always flows. The same similarly in the gases. Okay, so in the gases, also the number of atoms or molecules are there. These gas molecules is moving is very freely, and it is their attraction force is neglected. Their attraction forces will be neglected because the distance is very part. distance is far apart, and so it is longest distance is moving, so these all concept about their molecular nature of the matters, molecular in a solids molecular behavior, liquids molecular behavior, and gases the molecular behavior. Second one, behavior of the gases. What is the behavior inside of any object? It is explain the behavior of the gases. So especially in a gas, their molecules, these are molecules. Okay, especially in a gas, the molecules is far apart. Far apart means it is a far apart means is a some long distance. So their mutual attraction between them is negligible. Okay, so their mutual attraction between these molecules is negligible. So in a gases, the molecules is far apart, that is a very large distances. Is it attraction forces? Their attraction force is very small. This attraction force will be neglected. So due to this reason, the properties of gases is very understanding with respect to solids and liquids, and second point, so at one condition, at high temperature capital T and low pressure P, at a temperature high and low pressure, what happen? So all gases, okay, at high temperature, low pressure, all gases having, it is obeyed, having or obeyed one relation. What is the relation? The relation is PV is equal to RT. What is the relation? PV is equal to RT, where R is equal to, we know that, universal gas constant. What is the capital R? Capital R is equal to universal gas constant. P is equal to, we know that, pressure of the gas. V is equal to volume of the gas, and T is equal to absolute temperature. And next point, this capital R is varies with the volume of the gas. Capital R is varies with the volume of the gas, and R is proportional to number of molecules. R is proportional to number of molecules, that is the capital N. So therefore R is proportional to N, that is universal gas constant is proportional to number of molecules. So therefore R is proportional to N. R is equal to Kb into N, and where Kb is equal to, what is the formula? Kb is equal to R by N. So what is meaning of the Kb? Kb is equal to one constant. Kb is equal to one constant. This Kb is constant is called Boltzmann constant. What is the name? This constant is called Boltzmann constant. It is having one value, that is 1.38 into 10 power minus 23 joule per Kelvin. So therefore, what is the equation number 1? PV is equal to RT. But what is the R value? So R is equal to NKB. So substitute in the above equation, PV is equal to NKBT. This is a one ideal gas equation with respect to Boltzmann constant. So I will write PV by, so Nt is equal to Kb. Kb is equal to Boltzmann constant. So let us take, suppose I am taking two gases, their volume P1 V1 N1 T1 is equal to P2 V2 by N2 T2. Okay, P1 V1 N1 T1 is equal to P2 V2 N2 T2. If pressure, volume, temperature is constant. For example, so pressure, volume, temperature is constant. What happened this equation? N1 is equal to N2. Very easily. N1 is equal to N1 is equal to N2. So what is meaning of N1 is equal to N2? N1 is equal to N2 means the number of molecules, their number of molecules or number of particles constant at temperature constant. Okay, so this is equation is called Avogadro law. Okay, or this law is called Avogadro law. So according to Avogadro law, the number of molecules, according to Avogadro law, the number of molecules per unit volume is same for all gases at a fixed temperature and pressure. So what is Avogadro law? The number of molecules per unit volume is same for all gases, is a fixed temperature and pressure. Suppose let us take here, so this is a one temperature and pressure will be constant. We divide in two portions. So in this one, they both are maintain same number of molecules, Here I am taking, for example, so the volume 22.4 liters of a gas. How much taking the volume? So let us take, this is a one gas container cylinder. Here what is the volume? 22.4 liters of gas. In this 22.4 liters of gas, how many molecules are there? So that is explain Avogadro. The number of molecules Na is equal to 6.02 into 10 power 23 is there. How many is there? At particular constant volume at STP condition. Okay, standard temperature 273 Kelvin, pressure 1 atmosphere. So how many molecules is maintain the gas? 6.023 into 10 power 23 molecules. This Na is called Avogadro number. This number is called Avogadro number. The perfect gas equation I am taking. So PV is equal to mu RT, perfect gas equation, where mu is indicated number of moles. So where R is equal to universal gas constant. So we know that NaKb is equal to 8.314 joule per mole Kelvin. Okay, so where mu is equal to another one formula, mass of gas by molecular weight. So that is small m by capital M. So another one formula, number of moles by Avogadro number. So that is N by N. Substitute in this above equation. So PV is equal to mu is equal to, I am taking N by Na. R is equal to NaKBT. So in this one, Na cancel. PV is equal to NKBT. Okay, or P is equal to N by V KBT and P is equal to small n KBT, where small n is equal to number of molecules per unit volume. This equation is convert in terms of a density. P is equal to V. So V is equal to m by rho. So N is equal to small m by m naught RT, m cancel. P is equal to rho RT by m naught. So this is a pressure equation with respect to densities. So these gas relations, what is the relation? PV is equal to NKBT and PV is equal to mu RT. So these all equations are PV is equal to mRT. So these are gas equations. It is obeys at all temperatures and pressure, all temperature and pressure. So it is called as ideal gas. It is called as ideal gases. Next, these equations is obeys to some gas laws. If temperature is equal to constant, what happen? PV is equal to constant. We know that very well. PV is equal to constant is called Boyle's law. So according to Boyle's law, this ideal gas equation and Boyle's law both are give the same curve. Suppose if pressure is constant, their V is proportional to T, so it is explained to Charles law. It is explained to Charles law. So the gas is explained Boyle's law and Charles law. So due to of some graphs, okay. And suppose I am taking, so this is a mixture of gases. This is mixture of non-interacting gases. Mixture of non-interacting gases. Here it is consist of mu1 moles, mu2 moles, mu3 moles, mu4 moles. So in this case, PV is equal to mu1 plus mu2 plus mu3 plus and so on RT. So P is equal to mu1 into RT by V plus mu2 into RT by V plus mu3 into RT by V. So this mu1 into RT by V is called P1, mu2 by RTV is called P2 and P3 like this. So P is equal to capital P is equal to P1, small p2, small p3 and so on Pl. So what is the equation? So it is obeys to the total pressure, capital P is equal to total pressure. The total pressure of gas is equal to sum of partial pressures, sum of partial pressures, sum of the partial pressures. So this law is called as Dalton law. What is the law? Dalton law of partial pressure. Dalton law of a partial pressure. So what is the Dalton law of a partial pressure? So the mixture of non-interacting gases, especially important, the mixture of non-interacting gases, the total pressure capital P of these gases is equal to sum of partial pressures. Sum of the partial pressures are sum of the partial pressures of individual gases. So therefore in the behavior of the gases, it is obeys to Boyle's law and Charles law and Dalton law of a partial pressure. Charles two laws, Charles first law and Charles second law. So this is a complete about of a behavior of the gases, ideal gases. Thank you one and all.